clap. 1, 2, 3. Can you make a clap just to... So welcome to the chapter 2 to continue discovering the mindfulness side of Bhutan. In this chapter we are going to talk about the life of the divine mad monk, the person who brought Buddhism to Bhutan from Tibet, and it's a very interesting history. He was a very unconventional monk because he didn't teach Buddhism in the traditional way. He was very orthodox, and his methods used to include humor, singing, alcohol, and the beautiful company of the woman, in order to liberate the people from religious hypocrisy. So the next day we start very early, and we have the chance to see how children were going to school. But before that, we reach an isolated place where we could watch the secret well prayer, one of the most famous ways to pray in the Himalayas region. Especially in Bhutan and Tibet, people spin secret Buddhist prayer wheels clockwise while praying. Inside these wheels are thousands of writing mantras and secret texts. Buddhists believe that spinning the wheel is a spiritual equivalent to reciting every prayer contained within it. The clockwise motion symbolizes harmony with the universe, the movement of the sun, and the path of the enlightenment. For many monks and pilgrims, this is not just a ritual, it's a meditation in motion. Every turn of the wheel is believed to spread compassion, purify karma, and bring spiritual merit. Hum Mani Padme Hum. Hum Mani Padme Hum. One of the most famous mantras in the Buddhist world, whispered by monks, carved into stones, printed on prayer flags. For Bhutanese Buddhists, this mantra is far more than words, because it carries the vibration of compassion itself. Together, the mantra teaches the transformation of the human mind from suffering and ego into wisdom and compassion. Many Buddhists believe that human suffering comes from attachment, ego, and desire, and this mantra is meant to slowly dissolve them. Om represents the universal consciousness. Mani symbolizes compassion and love. Padme, the flower that rises pure from the moon. And Hum represents wisdom and spiritual unity. Certainly, understanding the meaning of the mantra makes you change how you see the world and makes you understand how powerful the words can be in your life. And actually, that's the thing. When you pray, when you recite a mantra with purpose, every energy grows and every situation and reality in this existence can be changed. So after discovering the mantra, we finally reach the place related to the mad monk, the Fertility Temple. In this secret place, couples from many countries come seeking blessing for fertility, marriage, and family. Unfortunately, the most interesting things just happen inside, but it's not possible to record. But when you're able to enter, you're going to see a monk blessing the people with a secret wooden phallus, because it's believed that this phallus was made by the mad monk 500 years ago and contains extraordinary power to give fertility to the childless couple and makes marriage to the eternal single people. So, one of the biggest cultural shocks when you enter to Bhutan is looking massive phallus drawings in the walls, in the street, in the houses, in the temples. And for many foreigners, it feels surreal, but for Bhutanese people, these symbols are not considered vulgar or pornographic. When the divine madman came to Bhutan to teach Buddhism, he used the sexuality to make a shock in the mindset of the people, and in that way change the ego and the religious hypocrisy. So over the time for Bhutanese people, the phallus became a secret cultural symbol that represents fertility, protection for evil, and blessing.
So this one we use it to ward away the evil spirits. So we keep this kind of phalluses in our houses. But then this one was a weapon for the divine madman. He subdued the demons. He uses his phallus as a weapon. But for now, we use this phallus to ward away the evil spirits.
And now, the vlog.
So, welcome to Chimi Lhakhang. This is called as the Temple of Fertility as well. And this particular temple was built in the year 1499. So this was built by the half-brother of the divine madman.
So why he was a mad guy? Because the way that he spread Buddhism was very
It's not
orthodox.
Yeah, unorthodox way of teaching, but at the very end, that teaching has wisdom. So, as I told you before, his way of teaching is simple, not too complicated. But yeah, sometimes it can be too direct, too vulgar. His ultimate message to all of his disciples, where you can get married as a human being, you can get married, you can have children, you can have all the pleasures of life, yet you can also practice dharma and keep it a balance. If all of the world's population starts becoming enlightened, if all the people in the world are enlightened, the world won't run properly. So his way was to keep a balance of everything. Side also there are mantras. So just by spinning this one, I'm collecting merit. And there is also a handheld one. Later we will see. Behind are all masters of different times. People living in and around this area or around Bhutan will bring their children here for the naming.
For the living?
Naming of the child.
What's that?
Giving a name to the child.
Oh, giving the name.
Most of the names in Bhutan are given to monasteries, or they'll ask a high lama or a master. And for this particular place, if a child is brought here for the naming, they will get a name which is particular here. Like he will get the divine madman's name, Drukpa Kunley. So the child's name either will have Drukpa or Kunley, or there's someone called Choki inside. So these are some of the names.
So that's the end of this block of this chapter 2. I really appreciate that you are still here watching my video. And thank you for all the feedback that you gave me in the first chapter. I really try to improve my best to give you the best YouTube channel. So there are more videos about Bhutan. I hope that you are enjoying the way that I show you a country. And I see you in the next chapter. Hasta luego amigos, adiós.